Miss Ashley again. We just finished reading this story, The Earth Book by Todd Parr, and now I want to show you how you can use some of those things that you might recycle to make a musical instrument. And today we're going to make a guitar. And the first thing we're going to use is an empty box. It can be any size box, but I'm using a smaller box. And I was going to throw this in the recycling, but I'm going to use it instead to make my guitar. So I have my empty box. I need 3 rubber bands. Bigger ones are better. And I need an empty paper towel roll, some duct tape. It doesn't have to be patterned like this. And I need some scissors. And I also have what's called an X-Acto knife. This is a very sharp tool. So something that mom or dad are only going to want to use this. And scissors also, you should always ask mom or dad before you use anything that is sharp like that. And then I also need a marker. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole in the middle of my box. And I'm going to do that by using my X-Acto knife. So let's see here. I'm not going to draw the circle first. I'm just going to kind of guess. You can draw the circle first, or you can just cut it out. Okay. And there we go. And there is my circle in my box. There's a hole in there. Let me get out that piece of my box here. It's not inside of there. So that's what I just cut out. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper towel roll and I'm going to cut it a little bit because I don't really want it this long. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the end of my paper towel roll, just like that. Actually, I might cut off just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So there I have my paper towel roll. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper towel roll and I'm going to put it on the top of my box. And I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw a circle or trace around the outside of my paper towel holder or paper towel roll. Okay, and there you can see at the top of my box where I drew the circle. And now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife again and I'm going to cut out my circle. You want to make sure you cut it to be just the right size for your paper towel roll, so it fits inside of that hole. And there we go. And there's my hole. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fit my paper towel roll inside there. And what I want to do next is tape my paper towel roll to the inside and the outside of my box so it stays in place and it doesn't move. So to do that, I'm going to use my duct tape. And I already have some pieces cut to save time. So you can have mom or dad help you cut those pieces. So here I'm going to place the tape along the edge, sorry you guys can't see this, of my paper towel roll. I want to make sure this is not moving inside that hole, so I'm going to have to add some more tape to that. I'm going to add some on this side over here. Okay. on that side, and then it goes down the side of my box there. And now the next thing I'm going to do is put some tape around the edge here. So I'm going to take another piece of my duct tape and I'm going to wrap it around like this. Make sure it stays in place. Okay. And there we go. And I think that's pretty secure. I don't think that's going to move. All right, now, next thing we're going to do. At the top of your paper towel tube, I want you to cut some small slits. So we're going to cut 6 of those, and we want them to be on the same side. So we have 1, 2, it's kind of hard to cut there, 3, 4, 5, and one more over here, 6. Okay, now, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap some tape around my paper towel tube at the top here because I don't want what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use my rubber bands and I'm going to put them inside of those slits and pull them down along all the way down my box to come around the bottom here. And if I don't put tape here, my paper towel tube is going to start to rip. So let's start. We have one of our rubber bands. I'm going to start up down here at the bottom. And I'm going to stretch it, stretch, all the way up to the top. And there I have one of my rubber bands in place. And you can see there where it's inside of the slit there that I made with my scissors. Now I'm going to do the next one. All right, and I have stretch my rubber band, stretch. And this one's going to go from here to over, let's see, over here maybe. There we go. Okay. And there's that one. And we have our second rubber band. And I might stop with 2 here because my box is a little bit smaller. But I have the handle to my guitar and I have my guitar strings and I can play a song with my musical instrument. And there you have it, boys and girls. There's our recycled guitar made out of items from our kitchen or from our home. All right, I hope you enjoyed. See you boys and girls next time.